Welcome to the Mason Guard Show. Unscripted, uncensored, unapologetic.
Welcome everybody to a special episode of the Mason Guard Show. I'm Edward Guard.
And I'm Scott Mason.
Now, this is a second episode of a fan favorite, but because of some losers at a local radio station who stole my title, we're going to call this The Cost is Accurate.
Yeah, it turns out The Cost is Correct was apparently not an original thought Ed had, but something he picked up subconsciously from the radio.
Apparently, my wife informed me that there's a local radio show who used that same title. I think they stole it from me. She thinks, that's probably impossible. I still think they're dirty thieves, but we're going to play The Cost is Accurate.
So for those of you who don't know the point of this show, Ed scours the internet looking at Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace and various other online sources, finds some of the weirdest items he can find, and then I have to try to figure out what they're being sold for. And of course, this isn't easy because it's not like it's from a store and it's a normal price. These are random collector crap that Ed digs up out of, I don't know what dusty corners of the internet. Honestly, some of this stuff is outrageous. I've not seen this week's, but the one we did last time was certainly very weird. For those of you who want to play along, please check out our Facebook page. When we post this episode, we will post the pictures of each of the items in that post as well, so that you can play along and see what we're looking at, because oftentimes you need to see it to believe it.
You need to see it. Okay, so we do have 5 items today on the docket.
All right.
Now, we are going to work our way through the 5 items, and we're going to jump right into the first item. Now, I thought it would be fun, again, to focus on the movie industry.
Of course.
So collectibles from the movie industry and things of that nature. I might stray from that because I can, and this is my thing. So I'm going to do whatever I want.
Clown figure playing the saxophone, so yeah, you might vary.
With a watering can resting on his bottom.
How could I forget about the watering can?
All right.
So what's number 1, Ed?
Number 1.
Oh my.
So we're actually doing a throwback in our second episode to our first episode. So this time,
you do love this little alien.
we do have another collectible E.T. Now, this is from the movie's 20th anniversary re-release.
Okay.
Talking E.T. doll.
Oh.
Now, this one does stand about a foot tall. The heart...
Not nearly as big as that other one.
No, it does not. The heart and the finger do light up.
No,
yeah,
really?
And it does say 6 different phrases. I don't have a list of the phrases, but just to let you know, the neck is loose, but otherwise it's in great condition. The lights
The
and
neck is loose. I don't want to know what they were playing, how they were playing with this toy.
I don't know. It lights up and the voice works perfectly.
Oh my god.
So, Scott, another E.T. doll. What does this cost?
Oh man, this is a tough one. While I play with this, I want you to try to think about what the 6 phrases might be. Obviously, E.T. phone home. That's the easy one. I'm going to assume one of them is Elliot.
See, I don't know, because this is the problem with these things. I have children, and every so often, I'm like shutting my house down for the night, and I walk by something, and it just talks to me randomly and terrifies me. So if something in the darkness went, Elliot, I would have a heart attack.
You're
so
out the front door.
I don't
forget the kids.
I couldn't own this thing. I actually have a couple of toys that I want to bring up in some capacity that we've come along from my daughters that are so weird. You're gonna die when you see them. But that's not today.
That could be
that's
a future
another
cost.
day.
Is correct.
Scott,
all right.
What does E.T.
I've delayed
cost?
enough. I think this is actually going to be one of those things that doesn't actually have a lot of value. It's from the 20th anniversary, so it's not from way back when. Yeah, the light up is kind of cool. The playing sounds is kind of neat, but at most, I gotta figure this for about a $75 toy.
$75.
Yeah, I don't see this
being an anniversary release. E.T. doll.
Yeah, I just don't see this honestly being that much. Like, I figure they probably bought it for $40, got some nostalgia value that, brings it, maybe doubles it to 75, 80, but yeah, that's about where I'm landing.
Okay, so $75.
Yeah.
Final offer.
Final offer.
Okay, so I want to quote the seller.
Oh, God.
The first $20 takes it.
Yeah, okay. That seems about right. Honestly, yeah, I think I knew my 75 was probably generous there. Okay.
All right.
Scrolling down?
That's right.
Okay.
All right, so we're moving on to our second item.
Oh, this one isn't funny. Okay.
Now,
is this two pictures in one I'm seeing,
so
I think?
yes, so you have two images there, and I'll let you know that this is actually a set of 12 Gone with the Wind collector plates.
Ooh, okay.
Now they are 50th anniversary items of the movie. The plates are a fantastic gift, it says in the description, for someone who loved the movie. There are no chips or faults of any kind. And they all come in the original packaging, and you can see that they come with like authentication
a certificate of authenticity.
Now, before you jump in with your price on these,
okay, tell me more.
I don't understand collector's plates. I just, who sees Gone with the Wind and is like, I want to eat off that person's face. And like, if I bought these, I would have to serve dinner on them just to be like, yeah, we're eating off of these. Like, do people put these up on their walls? Like, what do they do with them?
You have to imagine there's no way they were used based on the condition description that you gave me there.
These seem
There's
to be
no
in
way.
Perfect condition.
So they had to have, they probably were hung or literally wrapped and never removed, because I'm looking at them. They're gorgeous. Like, the art on these is phenomenal, actually. Maybe not as plates, but I would put these up in my home. Like, those are some really nice pictures.
So you're not finding this as funny as I did.
I look at that as some quality stuff, man. That's really cool. And I got to figure this is expensive. These are from 50 plus years ago now. Wow. I'm gonna 12 plates.
That's right.
$100 a plate, I'm going to say. So let's say $1,200 for this.
$1,200.
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty safe.
So your final offer, $1,200 for the 12 plates.
Would I get the plates?
These plates cost $100 or best offer.
Really?
That's it? Right. And I honestly considered buying them just to feed people with them.
Here's your Scarlet O'Hare scrambled eggs.
You're going to eat off the Gone with the Wind. Yeah, $100 for these plates. That's a steal, man. I don't know that it is a steal. Like, I just don't understand collector's plates. But hey, you know what? Christmas is coming around, Scott.
Sweet, I know what I'm getting. All right, scrolling down.
Yes, we're going on to the next image.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Okay, so this next image you're gonna see is a pristine, and I'm obviously quoting the seller here.
Seller here,
pristine mint one sheet for the movie Face Off from 1997, which has never been folded. It's also been autographed by the two stars, John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
And the director, John Woo. Mr. Wu has also inscribed it with some Chinese writing, which I understand is rare for him to do.
Okay.
It doesn't say what he says in Chinese, but that's a thing. It's been professionally matted and mounted in a beautiful frame with a glass cover, and it measures 38.5 inches by 50 inches. So it's a full movie poster. If you've seen this movie, you can probably think of what this image looks like. And you'll see it
two half faces. Yeah.
So another thing that's been hanging in someone's, house for some time. It seems to be sitting in front of a number of, like, I'm having a hard time telling, but some sort of
those
collectible,
look like records. Those look like records. Yeah,
or
that's
something
a vinyl
of that
collection
nature.
if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Or laser discs, maybe.
It could be. Yeah. What do you think? A matted.
I think, thankfully, this person at least has slightly better taste than the person who was selling the tin cup posters in our last episode. But I still, I loved Face Off, and at no point would I want a 38-inch poster of John Travolta and Nicolas Cage in my home.
Yeah, right?
Where would you put that?
I don't know.
Where do you hang a Face Off poster?
For me, and I'm like this, it would go like right in the front lobby. Something bold that everyone has to look at.
As soon as
and I
they
would
walk
just be
in,
like making up what John Woo wrote in Chinese. It's like he actually signed it for me.
It's actually a grilled cheese recipe.
So what does this cost, Scott?
All right. Poster mint the signatures is what really throws me off because I mean poster probably 20, 30, 40 bucks, $50, but signatures all kind of depends on the celebrity. You got all three of them. John Woo, not a big name anymore. Nicolas Cage is still Nicolas Cage. John Travolta. Let's go with $100. Yeah, let's say $350. I'm going to say $350, $100 per autograph, $50 for the poster.
$350 is your final bid.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to land. $350 for this.
All right, Scott. This seller has it priced accurately at $1,500.
No. That's worth. Wow.
I don't know. He really, really loves it.
It's like $500 an autograph.
Oh my gosh,
that's insane.
That's crazy price. I didn't
$1,500
dislike Face Off.
I love Face Off. I will argue that's a great movie.
It's a good movie, but is it like you want this on your wall?
No
movie. I don't know. $1,500. I guess.
Who's that? Oh, that's going to stay on your marketplace for a long time, sucker. Like, who's going to buy that?
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
Scrolling?
Yes.
Scrolling time. Oh. We just keep the woo coming, eh?
Just keep
it's
the
more
woo
John
coming.
Woo.
That's right. So our next item up for bid, I believe, is a Mission Impossible 2 signed publicity photo.
Of course it's signed.
It is
your
hand
signatures.
signed by Tom Cruise. There is no authentication of this signature, but it is correct when you compare it to other signatures.
Okay.
So this is an image from the Mission Impossible 1 and 2 sort of publicity, I think, or is it just Mission Impossible 2?
Like a behind the scenes. It clearly says MI2.
That's right.
And it looks like it's behind the scenes. Like, that's not a shot from the movie, I don't think. I barely remember that movie. It was bad.
So what do you think this movie is going to cost you?
I hate this one. Because again,
signature.
Because that's really what you're paying for in this case, because the picture doesn't really do anything but Tom Cruise's signature. If Nicolas Cage and John Travolta's are worth $1,500, then I'm going to assume Tom Cruise draws a slightly higher value, but it's just Tom Cruise, so let's say, I hate you, Ed. $650. $650. Let's land on $650.
$650.
I don't want to draw this out too much.
I feel like maybe you value Tom Cruise deep down.
I think Tom Cruise is one of the biggest movie stars the world has ever seen. I don't know that it's my value. I'm honestly not a huge fan of the guy myself. But I think when you look at Hollywood, if you compare him to Travolta or Cage, his star power is probably a bit higher.
Okay, so you'll be surprised to hear what was your
God damn it.
$650? Okay, so you can pick
$3.
It's actually $2.
No. F right off, Ed. Travolta, Cage, and John Woo are $1,500.
That's right.
But Tom Cruise is $2.
Yeah, $2. You can pick up that gem. Which just looks like a printout.
Honestly, I mean, if you want Tom Cruise's autograph, sure, there you go. But I hate this game.
Okay, so we're going to move on to our final lot for the night.
All right.
So I'm not really sure how to explain this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... No, you know what? What do you think you're looking at?
Oh, Beatles artwork.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good,
I mean, that's clearly from Yellow Submarine.
All right. Fantastic. So you do recognize it.
Yeah, of course.
So this is a Beatles Yellow Submarine Blue Meanie production cell from 1968. This is an original production cell used for the movie Yellow Submarine, purchased at auction in Liverpool, framed, and is an approximate size of 14 inches by 13 inches. They do have it priced, but they're listening to offers. So
it's an or best offer deal. That adds complications. Every little thing you say makes this game harder and harder and harder. This is my fake movies.
So, Scott, what does the Beatles' Yellow Submarine Blue Meanie production sell from 1968?
I don't
Cost.
know. Because clearly I have no concept of what people think is valuable, because Tom Cruise is $2.
So, if you're not looking, if you're just listening to this podcast and you haven't seen the Yellow Submarine, this looks like something a 4-year-old drew.
Yeah, but it's the Beatles.
Like, if my kid drew this and gave it to me, I'd be like, I'm not putting this on
Your
the
lines
fridge.
are off.
Yeah.
Look at those lips and the
fridge-worthy.
teeth. What is this supposed to be? Oh, Ed. I feel like this is your high dollar item. Like, I know the Face Off poster was in there, but I feel like this is the big trick in here. I'm gonna actually go crazy. I don't know why, but I think this is a $5,000 piece of artwork. I think it's the Beatles. It's from Yellow Submarine. It's legit. I think this really does carry that much weight and that value.
$5,000.
Yeah, I do.
So, Scott, I am going to inform you that you are slightly off the mark here.
$17.
This comes in at a price of $450.
Okay.
I mean, kind of reasonable if you're a huge Beatles fan, I would imagine. It is terrifying.
So wait, and the most expensive item you showed me today is a poster of the
John
movie
Travolta.
Face Off. Priced at $1,500.
That's right. So I think that you've kind of earned a specialty item here today, Scott.
God.
Now, this isn't in the email that you received.
Yeah, I was going to say,
giving
that's
us
the bottom.
information.
I thought I was
so
done.
we're gonna slide into a sixth item here.
God damn
So
it.
I'm just gonna quickly show you my screen.
How big is that?
So I will describe them.
Oh my.
So from your quick glance, what have we got here, Scott?
We have the chipmunks. 2 of the chipmunks.
That's right.
Are we missing? Who are we missing there?
We have
Alvin?
we actually have a life-size Alvin and Simon for sale.
Yeah, okay,
from
no
the
Theodore.
movie Chipwrecked. There are some small cracks.
That's the sequel? Is that 2 or is that 3?
I don't know.
I need to know this. Okay, you keep
so they have
describing.
some
I have to look this
small
up.
cracks in a couple of places. Nothing bad and super easy to fix. If you could use a repaint paint to brighten them up. We have an asking price for them. The price on these are firm, and the 2 tails come off for easy transport. You only have 2 of the 3, obviously, but one caveat:
Oh, God.
they are willing to trade for other statues.
Oh, finally a use for my Garfield statue I've been holding since the 80s.
I just thought this was a fun one to wrap it up. Scott, what do you think that 2 life-sized versions of Alvin and this? Well,
Now,
and
wait,
I want
wait,
to say
hold on. I
life
need
size.
to
I
check-
don't want
I
to say
need to
life
check- yeah,
size
the
here.
word life size.
These stand about 3.5 to 4 feet tall.
You know, like your average chipmunk. What?
Yeah,
That's
so
definitely
like-
not life size.
Yeah, like the size of us.
4 feet tall?
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Where would you put that? Again, where would you put that
In my
your home?
goddamn front
Right
lobby.
on-
Yeah.
I can see you actually setting them up on your porch.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah,
Let all the neighbors see your chipmunks.
that's right.
Oh, man. All right. Full set, maybe $300, but it's not the full set. $150. There's no way. No one's paying real money for this.
All right, Scott, $150 final offer.
Yep.
These are priced at $600.
Jesus. For 2.
That's right.
You don't
Well-
even get Theodore.
I don't know, what do you do
Justice
with
for
these-
Theodore.
What do you do with these things? Anyways, this has been another episode. Well, I guess the first episode of The Cost is Accurate. Stupid radio station. Thank you all very much for joining. Have a look at the images. Tell me if you think these are priced accurately. I promise you these are based on the prices of the people who are trying to sell them. Thank you very much for joining us on another episode of The Cost is Accurate. I'm Ed Gard.
I'm Scott Mason. I'm off to buy a Tom Cruise picture.
And we'll see you next time.